Well, we got way more videos coming. It's just like we've been dropping video shit.
The idea of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm glad. I fucked with that, but we got a lot of footage. Just you got to get
Yeah.
to, you just got to get to the songs. Some songs are not. There's no footage. Some songs that are not out there footage
Yeah.
for it. So eventually there'll be more stuff coming. I
Was there
think.
no more for the one that was posted that
No footage is the best way.
I guess that's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like eventually you're probably gonna do a movie or something, and you don't want to use all the footage,
Yeah.
because then you got to think
True.
about it.
Like if he previewed the whole song, then I would.
You should be able to request it too, and he can approve it. But
Nah, you can't request
Hey,
it.
I got a question. Where did
Okay.
the Bin Laden memes come from?
I know, right?
Yeah, that's what
Fuck.
I'm wondering.
Vegetarians.
So yeah.
I was
Yo,
only
Pete,
saying that because he gave me a shout out, bro.
is Stainless finished or no?
Like, is it one verse or not?
Is Stainless finished?
Like one or two
Yeah,
verses.
The one or two
is it done or
Yeah, I think it's done. What's not finished about it?
Like
like
one verse or
like
two.
yeah, like one or two verses?
Oh no, I think it's just one.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think it's
Wait,
just
is Drive Me Crazy one
one.
verse? Do you know?
Stainless featuring Dave Blunt's coming soon.
Is Drive Me Crazy one verse or two? Do you
Now
know?
put Central.
Drive Me Crazy one verse or two? Do you
Now
know?
put Central C on it.
Soon,
Central
like
C be like, he didn't even have
Yeah, but
kids
think
wear.
about how much money you get off it.
It's not about the money, bro. We could have just why do people always say that? Yeah, I know we could just like if it was about the money, we could just sell verses to people for like 200,000-300,000 a fucking song and just cash out. Like,
I
what?
didn't put
You do
Drake
get
on
a
it.
point.
That's not a bad idea to do at some point, but definitely not in the next few years.
Yeah, like why is that? People always like it's you're milking it. We don't drop anything. Everyone's like drop, then you drop. What they say, the milking never ends.
The thing is though, like instead of putting artists on songs, you can look, you just drop like the shit he has with Herbo.
No,
Oh
please
yeah,
don't do that.
nah.
Please don't do
Drop
that.
the stuff with Herbo, please.
No.
Drop waves, bro. Drop waves.
No.
That's some weird. You know what? I got doxxed. Every time I get doxxed, people send pizzas. What's up with your infatuation with sending pizzas
That's
to
just
the
the first
address?
thing that people do whenever that happens.
Like, why pizzas? Why not a box of money? Why not like some fresh Air Force Ones? Why not like why pizzas?
People are interested. It's
What
cool.
y'all think about it?
It's
Pretty
cool. I didn't finish
Cool.
it though.
Yeah, we made that. We're gonna be updating that though, like every month. Like
Cool.
every month's gonna be a new. Yeah, we're gonna change the music. We're gonna do different things like every month for like I think we said like 3 to 6 months straight.
That's cool.
with
Oh
all
no,
due
this is
respect.
like
Mm-mm.
no. I already know. Like it doesn't matter. Like bro, we can drop this deluxe next week or the week after, and I
Yeah.
guarantee you, I will put money on it
Somebody's gonna
that you're
complain.
gonna find. Nah, fuck somebody. You're gonna find a bucket of people, like a group, a Squid Game's worth of amount of people that say, "Nah, bro, this is ass, bro. Like, where are these
Where's
other
this
cat
song?
songs?
Well,
I
speaking
swear
of
to
that,
God, bro.
what's it called? Speaking of that, is it looking good so far?
Songs.
Well,
I
speaking
swear
of
to
that,
God, bro.
what's it called? Speaking of that, is it looking good so far with like all the main 10 that were picked? Is that looking good so far?
Nah, yeah, it's gonna. The timing is coming, but it's definitely. I think now. I think the question is you want to ask yourself is: are you trying to drop a deluxe in the middle of Christmas and like have like rocking around the
Yeah,
Christmas
true.
Yeah.
tree,
Competing with that.
like
Yeah,
like
no,
do you
I mean,
want to do or
like
do we
the
wait
10
till
that were picked.
next year? But nah, there's definitely a green
Nah.
light on the deluxe, but it's just
Yeah.
more about when is the timing to
Mhm.
put it out, and also. Do y'all want to rush it and just get some songs, or do y'all want content and everything with it? You feel me? That's the
Right.
next question we need to
Yeah.
ask ourselves. So, if y'all just want some fucking MP3s that you already have in your phone just to listen to on
Whoa,
the
we do not have
Apple,
any of those. We do
That
not have all 90%
yeah.
of
What?
those
No,
out.
I have no songs at all. What?
There's, I think, 2 or 3 that are out that are on there. That's it. Film and shit. Yeah. But like the 10, you've seen the list, obviously, right? Does it look
yeah.
like all 10 of those are gonna be coming, or like some might get switched?
I'm
Hey
going.
man, yeah, I gotta tell Max Lord to
Okay,
send the
I'm going.
files, man. Hey,
Because
who's
like
that? Who's that? She sound good. Tell her to holler at me.
there's info on like all of them pretty much, so like it wouldn't be hard to find at least most of them. So
Fade, I love you, bro.
Has Bucky said anything?
yeah.
That's the crazy part. Crazy
But yeah,
story.
so with the deluxe, you're just waiting on Max to send you everything, or like how's that going?
I mean, it's bigger than Max, but it's
Yeah.
some very moving pieces, and there's also holiday time, so everybody's kind
Yeah,
of
fair
slow.
enough.
But we'll
You
get to it
pushing
though.
for to like January or something. What's that looking like?
Could be
Possibly January.
could be before
Mm,
that.
yeah,
We're trying as best as possible
yeah.
to get it going, you know.
Mm.
So, but shit,
Is
we're
Max
gonna
and
make
like
it
the
happen now.
yeah? Is Max and Label and everyone like actively like working on it, or is there any issues?
No, it's no issues. I think
Oh,
everybody
okay.
wants it to come out. I
Yeah.
mean, so that's the. I'm trying to read these responses right now. Let me see.
Bro, is there a reason why y'all decided to go with Benny, or what happened?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
because Benny had a lot of songs that made sense, and
Mm.
also, I think that's one of the main reasons he had a lot. What the hell, Pete? I love vegetarians so much, not like the people of Pew Pew. The song. Who's what? Uh, you guys
Uh.
sing. Yeah, Benny had a lot of good songs, and I think some of the unheards came from Benny.
Mm.
So
Love Letter is good. That's a really good one.
and I really think I mean regardless of what y'all say and whatever, but I really think Benny is really good at putting together like something you could listen to through. I mean, Bibby did most of the composition and actually just like putting the album on the playthrough, but I think over time Benny really has a ear. I mean, look, he has about what 64 number one records, so he got to be doing something right, So I think that was the thought behind that. So we just have to, if you guys didn't like it, it is what it is at one point. But I think the thought process behind it made sense. You don't always hit a home run.
My Wi-Fi just bad, or is anyone not talking?
You said
It
what
was just
happened?
him talking.
Yo, Pete, they want you
No,
to add instance to the.
No,
Oh,
Don't do it.
I like the vibe
I ain't
right
trying to
now.
leave. He's
yeah.
Chilling.
Don't do that. What's it called?
What was
Yo,
People
Pete.
wanted to.
what was the process behind getting like the features on the album, like Offset and Fall Out Boy?
I mean, it's not that difficult. It
Mm,
just, I mean, we had a lot of features on different songs.
yeah.
I think we first didn't want to overdo. We first didn't want to overdo with the features.
Mm,
Um, we didn't want to overdo the features with like, put this person on there, put this person on there, put this person on there. So we try to keep it as clean so most people could just actually just like listen to Juice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause we could have been reaching, to be honest, and just like grabbing different people. But and again, it's back to the community. It's like we don't like sometimes we don't know what y'all want. Like it'd be
mm,
like if you put a feature like back to the Central C comment. If you put a feature on there, it could be Central C, it could be fire, and you're still gonna get somebody being like, "Oh my God, Juice did not know him. Stop messing with his songs." Like it's just never. So we just try to give y'all kind of a mix of both. I think Juice really, really, really love Fall Out Boy. I mean, my
yeah. No,
favorite
that's a good
track.
one.
Yeah.
I mean,
mm,
I think Leroy did a great job on
That's
the.
probably one of the best on there, actually. The Leroy shit. That shit's fire.
Yeah, no, it hits, man.
Yeah.
It hits really hard, and then
That's a
also one was just good. It was just like a good chill record. So I mean, yeah, more. So I was low key thinking about the deluxe, it's just like making that
mm,
shit like a lot of features on there, but I don't even know what y'all
mm,
think about that.
nah, just if anything, keep the
Nah,
10, and then like the maybe another not album, but like another thing like that after you drop the deluxe, because obviously everyone's gonna get mad if you do that.
I'd say
See?
if it's his last hurrah, I mean, honestly, I'd probably just do all him.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, see, that's the mix. Is if you want to, I mean, look,
why can't I hear Pete? What?
86K is like extremely good. It could have done
That's
better,
fine. Yeah.
but we didn't have bundles and merch bundles and
Yeah.
things like that on time. So and it was because we kept like um losing different people on the album. Like we had Thug on the album at first, and then
Mm,
Thug had to get off the album because he had just got out of jail, and it didn't make sense to have him on there right as his first
yeah.
release out of jail. So we had to respect that. So, little shit like that made us turn
Mm,
the album in late, and then we couldn't do bundles. But if we had bundles, I mean, we would have probably even. I mean, I know y'all would have showed up and copped a bunch of shit, so it would have probably went even crazier. But I feel like 86K Juice is in here to promote his stuff. Like that was amazing to me, especially when you have like Uzi just did 60K. Like every other rapper is struggling
that's
to do.
crazy. Yeah.
every other rapper is struggling to do 30K. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So I feel like we did really good, you know, and the good thing about y'all is that y'all keep low key streaming and streaming and streaming, so it's like it's gonna keep going. So
yeah,
you know that's we ain't really tripping about it. I feel like it's gonna be a platinum album for sure. Well, probably
that
once I
it's
put
still
it.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's good, and then Empty is great. We just got to see what the future holds. I think the next move should be like a movie, though, bro. I feel like a movie with like a soundtrack to it would be fire.
that would be.
Getting like the feet.
It's just like making that
Mm,
shit like an album, like we had me, especially when you have like
mm.
year and a
What would be
half,
like the
like a real movie, like a the next move should be like a movie, though. We ain't really tripping about it. I feel like it's gonna be a platinum album for sure. Well, probably
that
once I
it's
put
still
it.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's good, and then Empty is great. We just got to see what the future holds. I think the next move should be like a movie, though, bro. I feel like a movie with like a soundtrack to it would be fire.
that would be interesting. But that would take forever. No.
A movie, you could shoot a movie in like
Yeah.
a year,
Mm.
year and a
What would be
half,
like the
like a real movie, like a $5-10 million movie. You could do that in a year and a half, a year.
about what exactly though? How would that work?
Maybe something loosely based on a person like Juice, because I think
Mm.
the Juice's story almost triangulates similar to like Peep, Mac Miller, and all you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of it's not the same, but it's similar. You know, where they all came from nothing. They were really talented, and then it was like it was tragic at the end. So I think
Mm.
that story is so relatable to millions of people, just and
Yeah.
millions of people all over the world, different fan bases. Because even those guys aren't the first. Those aren't the first. They aren't the first artists to sort of leave before it was their time, and
Yeah.
I think like maybe something like that shows, uh, that kind of shows I don't even think it should be about Juice. I think
Mm.
it should be kind of the story like that, and then
Yeah.
the music in the movie could be scored around that, and it should be like almost like the tragic demise of an artist, because like
Mm.
even like people
Why?
like Kurt Cobain committed suicide,
Yeah.
different things like that. So I feel like a storytelling, uh, movie telling a story about like a musician who was like extremely talented and rose all the way to the top, and just like have you guys ever seen the there's a documentary, not a documentary, it's one of my favorite movies actually. You ever heard the band Queen before?
Yeah.
Ben Queen.
The
Yeah,
band.
Queen, the
Yeah.
rock band.
Hmm.
Possibly.
So y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all should watch the movie. Uh, the movie on that on Queen. It's called Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I've watched it.
Oh
Freddie
my
Mercury.
god.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that movie is rated 8 out of 10 on IMDb. Like it's probably one of the best fucking movies I've ever watched. I feel like something like that would be so fire if it's done correctly and we get the right actors and stuff. Because
Yeah.
it's about the band, but it's just fucking so sad, bro. Like just at the end when they all like were apart and then Freddie Mercury had his problems and like just something I think the world needs to see a movie like that, just like about the music. There hasn't been one like
Mm.
that in a long time. But y'all should watch that shit, man. It's a fucking banger for sure.
Mm. Yeah.
Uh, okay, so was there ever gonna be a Death Race for Love anniversary like you did with Cobain Good Riddance?
Maybe in the future. I mean, I think some things are just left to be good to just be left alone, in my opinion.
Mm.
Less is more,
Yeah.
Because I mean, that album is a classic. I mean, even Goodbye Go Riddance, I don't even think maybe we should have even done the deluxe. But I mean, it didn't really do much with the
Yeah.
first one. But it's like it wasn't even like the remix with Uzi. I feel like it didn't really do nothing but help him
Yeah.
because
What oh,
no offense, it just added like a ton of like if you go on to Spotify, that's like his number two biggest song or something like that, and he
yeah.
just gets like all the listeners from that, because he's tagged on a 2 billion stream song, but it didn't really do anything. Like I don't know, if a lot of people even know every his verse word for word. Like I think the main song was still the biggest one, but he
Mm.
still did his thing though.
What made you guys release Glowed Up on the deluxe thing?
I didn't glow. That song was fire, and it was made around that time.
Mm. Isn't it one?
Was Call Me Whenever ever on the album or
I mean, call me when. I can't remember. I mean, it should have been like we didn't change the album up so many times. To be honest, it's because this all. I mean, the album was when it first started. The album was way different, and
Mm.
then everything just kept leaking and
You
leaking
guys
and
said it
leaking.
was mostly unheard, right?
Yeah, I mean, until 3 years later, and then 900
Yeah.
songs leaked. I mean,
Was it was it specifically unheard or like snippets too?
nah, it was mostly unheard songs, like
Okay.
mostly unheard that became heard before
Mm.
the album came
Mm.
out.
Okay.
And that was, and it's weird. Like if this was like some other artist that leaked, it wouldn't matter. But
Yeah.
this fan base, they don't let nothing rest. As soon
If
as
like
some,
if there's a checklist with like everything that leaked, you should post it. I'm sure people would like to see that, like a previous checklist. But
hmm
I'm sure people would want to see that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
nah, yeah, eventually. And then we got to get the what you call it too on streaming services, the mixtape on SoundCloud.
Pete, how do you feel about Juice having the biggest group by ever?
I mean, I don't know if I'm impressed or if I think you guys are stupid. I'm not sure. But I mean, I guess it just show. I mean, look. Apart from that thought, it just shows that people really are. It meant something. I think that's what really. That's the takeaway from all this stuff. As dumb as leaking all the songs and buying it and stuff is, I feel like that's like as time has passed. I feel like all the songs leaking and the fan base still caring so much about it is the reason why 5 years later, like people still like we're on this call right now, and people are still talking about it. Like there are other artists that are not here with us even a year
Yeah,
later that people are like literally do not care about.
yeah. The leaks
So
definitely like, fool. They
now
help
the
a
leaks
bunch.
help. At first it
They
was
help a
annoying.
bunch. Yeah,
At first it was annoying, but like like I think like at like 2 3 years later, it just kind of was like
mm,
whatever. Like it's just like it kept it going and kept it going and kept it
yeah,
going and kept it and that's at the end of the day, like no matter business aside, like that's what him making those songs and people hearing it is really what he made it for. So it's like why not
yeah,
let them hear it? So but it just sucks that most of the leaks probably came from people that actually knew him and they were selling his shit for profit and stuff like that.
Oh, that's happened.
Oh no, no. I mean, 'cause I don't really think, bro. Most like people like that docs and all that shit. They're like I guess they're quote unquote hackers, but like I know real hackers, and I don't feel like people are like actually hacking this shit. Like yes, some of them are, but like most of these dudes are literally just dead buying the songs from people, and they're acting like they
Yeah,
hacked somebody.
it's a 50-50 of like a few different things.
So
The on the album, you said Thug was on it, and
you
in
said
the
who?
beginning, Thug,
Yeah,
and I think in one of the songs at like the very beginning, you could hear like waves a
like he
little
did.
bit.
Yeah.
Was that left in on purpose, or was that like a mistake?
What song you talking about?
Uh,
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey,
You said you can hear waves at the end.
at the
The
beginning.
beginning.
Oh, I mean, maybe the shit. Maybe that's a session. I didn't even catch that. That's funny. Um, yeah, maybe that was everybody was playing it while recording. Bro, it's songs where you can hear Juice snoring on them. You guys ever
What?
listen to Fast?
Yeah.
I've been living fast. If you hear the start of the song, Juice was like low key snoring and woke up and did that song one take.
Really? Damn. Is
Damn.
it
Yeah, go listen to the song. You're gonna hear it. You're
like in the
gonna
actual song or in the session?
in the song itself. They left
Really?
him snoring in there. He was literally like. And then he was like, I've been living fast, 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 fast. Like
Oh, what the hell?
literally, you can still hear it.
Never
So,
noticed that.
Yo, Peter.
yes, sir.
Noticed that.
Yo, Peter.
Yes, sir.
What happened to LND Deluxe, bro? Like real talk, because that song with Miley Cyrus should have dropped, bro.
What happened to what?
The
The
song with Miley
Deluxe
Cyrus.
for LND.
Didn't you say it was $1 million to get that feature cleared?
Nah, I never set a price. I feel like I mean, look, when it comes to big artists, bro, like you can't really like force shit. Like if they're not, and also a lot of people aren't comfortable like as time goes by with just like doing songs with people that are not here anymore. Like I
Mm.
know we like care and we're like all Juice for a 999 fan base, but like a lot of other people, especially bigger artists, they're not like if they weren't like best friends, buddy buddy, or they don't need like a boost from like a Juice for a song, or not necessarily like jumping for joy to do a song with a person that they can't talk to and see. Like so it's not an easy feat to just go to people like, oh, you want to put you on a song, we want to release this. Some people really like are not with that shit, and that's some of the cases. So it gets tougher as time goes by. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Are there like any songs that y'all really wanted to drop but y'all couldn't get cleared for some reason?
I mean, the Cuddy song was one of the songs we wanted to do. I mean, we've had a problem with that song since the documentary. Because remember, that's one of the songs on the documentary, and we couldn't even put his verse on the documentary. So that one Cuddy song. I mean, there's mad different songs. There's songs with samples that we couldn't clear. It just
Can you
depends.
just drop it like without them or?
I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want if you want to.
You
Uh,
should though, because I mean, it's still two verses. It's like it's a completed song, and like both of the verses like tell a story. So I feel
Wait,
like it's
which one?
fine without Cuddy.
What's
Uh,
that? Was a
all that's long.
blur?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like the song.
That
Yeah,
shit's
that
fire.
song is a smash. I ain't gonna lie, that's a smash
That
shit.
shit would do numbers. It really would.
It's fine without Cuddy. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he's cool, but that verse
It
was
would be
like
better with
not the
it, but
best.
like either way, that shit needs to release. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, my fault. I had to do
Yeah,
some grazing.
we gotta we have to integrate more women to listen to Juice World. I
There
think
is
that's what
some
we're missing
on
to
Twitter.
to get our audience bigger. Like we need to get the audience bigger. But I feel
I
like
can
we
tell
have
my mom.
TikTok and Twitter has them more.
Pete,
really.
Yeah, TikTok
Yep,
is a lot.
especially TikTok.
I
Especially
don't I
TikTok.
don't get I made a TikTok, but I don't really get that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like sitting there just like endlessly scrolling on content
No.
that I don't really care about.
Pete,
Yes.
I've converted 3 women into Juice WRLD fans,
Pete,
and
have you ever
Juice
gooned
WRLD
before, bro?
powerful.
Wait, Pete,
Southern
have you ever
Juice
gooned
WRLD
before, bro?
powerful. Okay,
Bro.
bro.
Hey
Oh
yo.
my god, bro.
Bro.
All right. This is the exact reason why we need more female fans because they don't act shit like that.
Bro, I tried putting my girl onto Juice. She listened to the album. She said it was ass, but then I showed her Smith and Wesson. She said it was hard.
That's just
Uh,
not true. You are lying.
Nah, I'm dead ass, bro.
this is making up
That's
shit.
just not true.
It's okay, man. It's okay. We got our fans already. If she don't like it, it's cool. It's all good.
Yo, that
Oh,
was
that just reminded me.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing it didn't happen. Wait. Nah, never mind. That would have been
Yo,
You
hilarious.
think so,
Pete,
bro?
Pete, are you aware
was
of Never Switch?
You said what?
Are you aware of Never Switch?
Um.
It it's GBGR. It's really
Yeah.
fucking
No,
good. It was made in
yeah.
what's the studio, Bucky?
Paramount.
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 Paramount. Wait,
It's
what? How the song go? Is it the Never Switch Up?
I can't say
Never
the N
switch up
word
on my gang,
unfortunately, but it
bro.
says I can never
Is that
switch.
one?
N- Say it again.
There's a song called. Is a song like Never Switch Up. Never
No,
switch
he
up
says
on
I
my
No.
can never
gang.
switch, and then he says the N word, and then but your boyfriend was a bitch, and then some other shit. Someone can send you the
Uh,
snippet if you want. It's actually fire.
I probably heard it, but I've
I'm
heard
not
Yeah.
so
gonna. I'm
many
not gonna lie. We
songs.
need that.
Yeah,
It was.
y'all be making up names and shit at this
Well,
point. I'll
yeah,
be
we
hearing.
don't
I've heard
have the
so many
names yet.
songs, and it'd be so many different names that I'd be just like, okay, I don't know what song. And when
Mm.
I hear it, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's that song.
Someone can send you, and also on Twitter, people post more info about songs than on Instagram, so you could find them easier.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's more
yeah, yeah,
helpful.
yeah.
But yeah, it's Paramount. It's like early 2018. It's good.
I
Yeah.
know, man. Yeah, man, that's crazy. What do
Have,
you guys? If Juice was still here, what do you guys think he'd be doing?
Bro, he probably
Be
would
on
have
time.
won a couple Grammys by now.
Yeah, I feel like too. Low cap. I always think about that all the time.
I'd probably
Like
go to one of his concerts.
I always think about that all the time. Like, damn, if this dude was still here, I wonder how I'd be going. And I feel like the SoundCloud era would have been also like still alive too. Like I think more of the sound because I don't really like this new sound shit that people are doing. To be honest, like I like it. I think it's cool. But like all this rage and all this like, I feel like the quality of music is like declined so much.
Like net span.
Uh, nah, I mean, I like some of that songs. They're pretty good. They're a lot. It's not like there are people that just like are just horrible, like just bad. And I think
Bro, like isn't Nespen on grade A?
hmm yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
I think the music is like
Wait, can you
more.
hear me?
Yeah, I think the
Yo, Bucky
music is
left by
moved.
accident. He
Oh no,
texted me.
so good. I
Y'all
think.
should put Nespen on on a song, bro.
Are you a
Ver.
Nets fan?
Yeah, he's hard, bro.
Yeah, I think the music quality as a whole in the last like 3 4 years has declined severely because the labels, the big labels, not like us as independent labels, but the big labels are no longer looking for superstars, and now they're looking for like they're doing the numbers games, right? Before you can be like, all right, well, I have Drake, I have Juice, I have Kendrick, I have Taylor Swift, I have this person, and that's all we need to make $100 million. You feel me?
Mm.
Like now, the labels are like, fuck that. We want to sign 200 people, give them all $20,000 to $30,000, and then they're all gonna make $1 million each, and we're gonna make 200 million instead. And that's it's kind of what they're doing, and that's why they're like, and that's really one of the main reasons that you see like artists aren't selling as much copies anymore, is because like this shit's mad over fucking saturated at this point, bro.
Yeah.
Like these labels are fucking farming artists left and right. They're signing anybody with a one. Like before, bro, you can have a whole certified hit on social media and you couldn't get a deal. Now, if you even get a snippet that gets 10,000 fucking views on Instagram, like it'd be somebody ready to sign you.
Yeah.
Like, so the game is mad watered down now. I think like I'm really unimpressed with how music is going as a whole. I think we need to fix that. That's why I miss people like Juice, like we have like substance.
Yeah.
Like I feel like maybe I don't listen to as much music anymore, but I feel like a lot of new music has no substance anymore.
Yeah.
Everything's rushed, everything's not thought out, and it's just like blah.
Bucky said I let him back up, by the way.
I ain't stopping them from coming back in.
Then he has to accept the request.
Uh, Okay, I'm
All
learning.
right,
I'm learning.
I got one more question, then I gotta go. But it's a good question.
I gotta go too because the game starts in 30 minutes. Let's go Rams.
True.
What do y'all see in net spend?
What do we see? What do
Okay.
what do we see? Nesman?
Yeah.
He's a rock star.
Okay.
That's
He's a
debatable.
rock
Nah,
star.
he's better than Che,
That's
bro. He's
truly
better than Che.
debatable.
I mean,
Bucky, are you
what'd you
Pick
say?
some good beats though.
I think net is a rock star, man. Like I think he's about to create a whole new lane for the next generation, and I think he's about to like really like open doors for new people like that to come right behind him. He's the one that's sticking his head out. I like Net in the new generation. I like Net. I like Von of 1700. I like my favorite person that I don't work with is Laserdem. Not gonna lie. I don't know if y'all hate
He's the
y'all rock
best
with
one out of
Laserdem
that
or not.
list for sure.
Bro,
Yeah,
But
Laserdisc
the rest are
raps off
ass.
beats off Garage Band.
that's what's funny about it. When I look at artists, right? Because a lot of people always hit me up and like they're like, "Oh, I want to sign to you or this. I want to do this. I want to do that." The first thing I look at is like, all right, what do you have as a whole? Do you have star power? Do you like? Are you like? Because you know how like your 2K my players and like you have like different tiers, like your 3 point
Yeah.
shooting, your 2 point, your mid range. Like you could really put an artist on the table and like give them grades in different categories and shit. I feel like Laser could be a star. I feel like yeah, his music can use some work, but if he's doing all of this without like having polished and refined music, imagine when he does start doing that. Like I think Laser is like the next 21 Savage in my opinion. Some people don't like 21, but I like 21, and I think Laser could be the next 21 Savage. But but I do think it's gonna be tough for anybody from the underground to become like a real star. I think Net probably has the biggest chance, but you I you have to really do something different to stand out right at this point, because I don't even think people care about music as much anymore. I feel like people care about like influencers and fucking podcasters and TikTokers and
Yeah.
fucking streamers more at right now.
There's too many clones too.
It is, but that's what I was saying earlier with the labels. The labels are not looking for the next Michael Jackson, Juice Worlds, or whoever anymore. They don't. I don't think they really care. Like the labels are playing the numbers game. Like, yo, I'm gonna give this guy 50 bands, and he's gonna bring me back $3 million, and then we're done with him. If you, it's like it's the same shit. It's like if you give somebody 10 million and they bring you back fucking 100 million, or you spend 10 million on 100 people and they bring you back 100 million, it's the same exact thing to them. They don't really care, and it takes them less time to do it, less care, and less money, less headaches. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's at the end of the day, for these corporations, from Universal to Republic, whatever it is, right? At the end of the day, it's about that quarterly earnings, the end of the year earnings. It's like, hey, did we make $32 billion or not? It doesn't matter how that money got made, as long as they
Mm.
made, they make it. And but it's not their fault also though, because you have to see it's the way like y'all consume content. People right now consume content in the most random way. Like nobody wants to like sit on sit on content for a long time anymore. Everything is quickly digested, spit out. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Before, people can drop an album a year and then go 3 years off and then drop another album. If you do that in 2024, you're gonna fall off.
Mm.
Like unless you're Cardi. Like Cardi is the only
He's
person
not
that's like
falling off
doing.
as the GOAT, best rapper ever, best rapper
Yeah,
alive, GOAT.
except Cardi. Cardi's the only person that's like literally defied every law of
Yeah.
physics and like hasn't dropped music and it's got bigger. Like
Mm.
everybody else, bro. Like it's literally Cardi and Frank Ocean. Everybody else, if you don't drop like ASAP or like in a year or two at the most, like
Mm.
they're gonna forget about you. But I think what also helped Cardi though is the fact that Ken and Destroy Lonely
Yeah,
have like became like big names and they're pushing his brand,
for
and
sure.
so even though he's been absent, and then when he did pop back out, he he really did it correctly. Like he came like literally back to back to back to back hits.
Yeah.
So like if you do it like that, then you're good. But
Mm.
you can't take a long time, disappear, and then come back and put out some dog shit. That's what you don't want to do, because
Mm.
then it's gonna be really bad. But we're I feel like in about it's all cycles anyway. Right now, country music is like the number one genre again. I feel
Somehow
like
that shit's ass.
you know what's crazy. I don't hate country music, man. I really like Morgan Wallen. I should listen to
Oh,
Morgan.
he's not
Morgan is
bad. That's like the only
yeah,
listenable one though.
yeah. I don't like the folklore shit. I don't like
Yeah.
all that other stuff. But like Morgan almost makes like pop country music,
Mm.
and then he got a little black in him. That just I'm dead serious.
What you mean by that? Trippy, how do you feel about
It's
this?
like it's just that little swagger, like it's just a little swagger. Like Morgan just like doesn't stand. He got a little swagger to him that makes it stand out. It doesn't sound like, oh, I was in the middle of Georgia making this. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds
Yeah.
like he was like kicking it with some baddies and like he just made some raw ass country music. And it's listen, I always check out Morgan like that. His last album is like one of the best albums of all time, to be honest to me.
Mm.
To be honest, he
Yeah.
does well. But countries up there, man. I wish more hip hop artists would collaborate more with country. And I'm also waiting for like one like hip hop artist to do a country album. I feel like that would be pretty fire if they do it
That
correctly.
would be, that would be
Because
something.
Post Malone just did one and everybody fucked with it, and that just took Post into like becoming a stadium artist.
Mm.
So I feel like that's a low hanger fruit for a lot of people.
Most of them can't
Uh,
do that though. That shit will not work for most of them.
countries up there, man.
Some say.
Because Post Malone just did one, and everybody fucked with it, and that just took Post into like becoming a stadium artist, you know.
Mm.
So I feel like that's a low hanging fruit for a lot of people.
Most of them can't
Uh,
do that though. That shit will not work for most of them.
See, but I feel like people overcomplicate music though. Like the way I look at music and the way I think about it, I don't really think it's that difficult to do any genre of music. You just have to like not overthink it. And the problem with hip hop too, that I really hate about hip hop is I don't like the way the producer and the rapper relationship works right now.
What do you mean?
I
Why
feel
is that?
because so I've been around like Morgan and a lot of pop stars and a lot of different people, and I really think like hip hop is one of the only genres that like 99% of the artists like literally cannot play any instruments, have no talent apart from rapping when it comes to music. And then because they're not fully musically inclined, um they don't understand like the making music process should be deeper than just getting a beat from a producer and rapping on top of the beat.
Yeah,
Because when I get a beat from a producer, if I was a rapper, I'm technically forced to create around what that producer made at that moment.
yeah,
But when country pop artists at the high level make music, they're sitting in the room with 30 writers, 30 producers, and they're all creating together
mm-hmm.
so that you as the artist are not limiting yourself to what the producer has already done.
Yeah,
And I think that's how in the hip hop space we need to operate is where like, all right, yo, I'm about to go to the studio, make a song. I have an idea for a song. Then I want you to make the beat around my idea for the song. And I think it should go like that.
yeah,
Like when you're doing a movie, you don't shoot the movie first then put the words after. You know what I'm saying, you come up with the script first. In hip hop we like do everything in reverse, and then it limits you to what the ass producer made.
yeah.
And that's some of the problem that hurts us right now. And because some people got some fire shit, don't get me wrong, like we were just speaking about Laser Dim. Laser might rap off beat because he ain't found a nigga to make something that fits him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
you know
Yeah.
so the day he starts rapping, and then after he raps, the producer makes the beat around what he's rapping about,
Mm,
it might be on beat. that's that's
yeah.
that's how simple it is.
It's an interesting idea. Yeah. I don't know. I've basically never listened to one, but yeah,
So I feel like we have to fix that a little bit, and that's gonna go a long way for the hip hop culture.
yeah,
But we'll get there one step at a time.
mm, yeah. Fair enough. What's it called?
All right. I'm probably
People,
gonna head off for the night.
Bucky, are you sick?
people keep asking if Keep Up is gonna be on any Sonic movie, or how's that gonna work?
Oh, because they're
Does that
shooting
have
they're
anything?
shooting the Sonic movie right now, right?
Yeah, yeah. So people are asking me that one.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna hit up the sync team and see if
Okay,
we can make it happen.
so and then I was asked if do you have any clue if there was like a rough version of the Outsiders or anything that you know about?
It was just an idea. I don't think it really
Mm,
got there yet. It was. I feel like people blew up. People blew up that concept out of proportion. What I
yeah.
do know is like Juice personally told me what he wanted to do with Bloody Blade. I feel like that song needs to come out.
What'd he say?
Can't tell you. Just got to see it when it comes
Mm,
out. But he wanted to make it into like a whole movie and stuff like that.
That's fire.
Like
mm,
how Kanye West did that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy short
yeah.
film. Yeah, he wanted to
Mm,
do it like that too. Yeah, I should watch that too. If you for
interesting.
you
That's
young ones,
fire.
for you young ones in here that's never seen that, it's like an 18-minute short film that Kanye did for My Beautiful Dark Fantasy. You should watch that. It's pretty cool.
Oh, sick. Okay, that's cool. Alright.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll get back on here and talk more shit. I'm starting a podcast next year. I'm about to be a podcaster, y'all.
That's
Interesting.
crazy.
I'm dead doing it. It's gonna be called Necessary Conversations.
Mm.
You-
You know who
That's
you have to
fire.
host it with, right?
But
You
look,
know
look
who you
how we
got to
just
host
had
that
this
for.
conversation like this. Like
Yeah.
that's what I want. Like I don't really like the podcast that just like talk about drama. Like, Tyler Creator just did that little interview and he was like, what did he say? He said if he was elected president, the first thing to do is take out podcast mics. Like, I couldn't agree with him more. I feel like mad people just like do podcasts and they just like fucking ramble and just like gossip and just try to talk shit about people for clicks when it's like real conversations that like we actually need to have. Like how I just broke down like how I feel like hip hop is shit because of the way the music is made and like the way we do it versus how other genres do it and they treat their shit with more care. Like that. Those are the conversations that I feel like necessary conversations is gonna cover, just like real shit. And I'm not gonna be I hate when people sit online and they like talk about Drake and Kendrick and put their 2 and 3 cents in. Like nobody cares, bro. Like go back to work. Like that's my plan for next year. I think I'm gonna do that because I feel like we gotta be more out there and putting out more good information for people to know because it's a lot of misinformation in this world right now. And I think is you gotta have more real shit out there. And I'm one of the people that, even though sometimes y'all hate me, I always like whenever y'all have like a one-on-one conversation with me, I think people quickly realize that I do have good conversations and
Yeah.
real intentions.
I think what ruined it was that Instagram group chat. It was full of people who had no clue. If you did it with like their Twitter account, it'll be better.
Oh, Twitter. I mean,
Nah,
yeah, not.
Yes, this is so much better. I promise you. All those kids have
We should
no
make a
idea
Twitter
what they're
group
doing.
chat with
I
us
agree.
speaking right
Yes.
now.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
Make it
and
Start one on
the reason I
Facebook.
like this too is like y'all could speak, bro. I don't want to be the
Yeah.
only one talking. I want to like hear from people. I want to, what I'm saying, I want to get people's inputs and shit like that. I think that's super important because like working together on shit and really collaborating is really the vibe for me. I don't like one person just like captaining and shotgunning the shit.
Yeah.
Because then you kind of get into situations that you don't really want to get into.
Pete, have you guys actually got anything clear?
What? Yeah,
Like
we're already
for the
working.
For the
deluxe?
deluxe, yeah. For
We're
the
already
deluxe.
working on it, man. We're already working on it, bro. Chill, chill, chill.
No, you good. You
It'll
good.
be.
I don't
Yeah.
You
think
should make a group chat with like some people on here. It'll be so much
Facts.
better. I promise
I
you.
I just
Yeah.
I just I just joined the one
The
group chat
com,
Bucky sent me. Yeah.
the com thing.
Yeah, I believe so. That's the one I
No, I mean
joined.
like an actual group chat. You can have him like add you to it and like add some people to it. I think it'll run way better. Because in the
Oh,
com, there's like 29,000 people
29,000 people
in that
in the
com. Yeah,
community.
yeah,
Well,
probably 30K now. Yeah, I said
all
29K.
all 29,000 need to tap in, man.
Yeah.
And we gonna yeah, nah. You guys want to know something crazy? So when
Mm.
I was like the 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 I really used to be really big on Twitter back in the day. Like super super huge on Twitter. That's how Loki started, which is like the funny thing about it. I used to run all the Twitter
Meme
meme
pages.
pages. Yeah,
Oh,
that's how I really got in the game. I had probably like over, I think this was when I was like 17 or 18. Um I had probably over like 1 million followers on like multiple different pages. And then I was making like $300-400 a day, bro, doing that shit. Um this and then one day, like, because I had multiple pages, and then one day I got suspended probably like 10 years ago. They suspended all my accounts because I had multiple for like serial accounting or something like that.
yeah.
And then I just never came back on the platform. Like I was like,
Mm,
fuck that shit. Um so that's why now I'm back again, but I'm not gonna be doing all that.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
I
but
would.
man,
I would recommend a group chat.